It was a one-man mission, a one-man shit show, so to speak. You have to be on these people and be their accountability and a source of their motivation. That's what I do well. You gotta be on them. I mean, you can't let them slip. If they disappear for a week, you're the person that's gotta be like, hey, where are you? You know, because you don't wanna fall into the last stage, and that's relapse, where you go back to doing nothing. And so I just wanted to highlight, you know, when people are in trouble or in a bad spot, it's awesome to see a community to gather around. Cancer is a motherfucker. Anything to make them, you know, physically look better, but we often don't spend enough time trying to think about what's going on inside here and fixing this before we try to fix anything else.
One man shit show with the Canadian Grizzly.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the One Man Shit Show, episode 1. I'm really excited. This is going to be a solo podcast. Many of you are followers of Two Guys, One Bench. Well, Darrell and I decided our schedules aren't matching, and you know, we put in a year's work, and we're happy with that, and we're both going to move on. I'm really looking forward to doing the solo podcast and focusing more on, you know, who I am, my core values, and showing you guys a little bit more about me and my knowledge as a personal trainer, a coach, and whatnot. So looking forward to this, and thanks for tuning in.
Awesome sauce. Celebrate the awesomeness.
All right, everybody, awesome sauce. So in a world full of negativity and, you know, people are just down and out, why not, you know, look at the positive things? And I'm going to highlight that every week with this new segment, Awesome Sauce. And this week, I mean, the news isn't so awesome. There's a local strongman in Alberta, Scott the Crusher Wallace. He owns a supplement shop as well. And, you know, unfortunately, he's been diagnosed with cancer. But I just want to shout out that, you know, strength communities gathering around him, in specific, Resolute Strengthwear is putting out a t-shirt to kind of raise support for Scott and his family as he battles cancer. Panda Strong as well, I believe, is jumping on board on his page. Seems like daily people are there showing their support, so that's awesome. And so I just wanted to highlight, you know, when people are in trouble or in a bad spot, it's awesome to see a community to gather around. Cancer is a motherfucker. I lost my mom to it back a few years ago, and I saw her suffer tremendously throughout the short time that she had to try to fight it. So, but I'm sure Scott is a strong man, and he's going to kill it. He's going to put everything he has into this, and so we're looking forward to seeing your recovery and killing everything you can to do with cancer.
Level up. Fitness business coaching.
All right, guys, level up. Personal trainer essentials. Well, this segment I'm going to help you out for anybody that's a beginner personal trainer, anywhere to being, you know, someone on my level or even above me. It's a great review, and you always can take pointers from different perspectives. So I want to be more of an educational channel here to help people out. And so what I want to focus on today, you know, yesterday I just signed up a client, and she was kind of on the edge at first and deciding, oh, I don't know if I should, I don't know if I shouldn't. And it brought up, you know, something I've been studying for quite a while, and I teach as well, the Transtheoretical model for change. And so the first stage is pre-contemplation. That means you're not really thinking about it at all. You may see something on TV, might glance upon it, but you're not really thinking about it. Contemplation, that's when you start going, I wonder, maybe I should start working out. I saw that girl on Instagram that was a friend of mine, and she's dropped 20 pounds, right? So then the next step is preparation. Well, you know, I met this person at a party before, and she's a friend of a friend, and so she already had a bit of a background with me, knew what I was doing, reached out to me. And that reaching out is, you know, she's preparing. She's saying, hey Ross, I want to come check out the gym. And then finally yesterday, action. She came in, she made it in. I knew if she made it in, I could help her, you know, make that decision to jump on board, because at my gym, MUTEKI Strong Academy, it's nothing but a good community where we're focusing on everybody smashing their goals. So once you just get in here, you feel that vibe. And so that action, taking that action, And, you know, she was even thinking about going home and then thinking about it, but I said, just sign up right here. I sent her the details through my website and she signed on. And, you know, I just want to talk about those stages. You know, after the action, there's maintenance, where you got to keep up the work. So when you're keeping up the work, you as a trainer, you have to be on these people and be their accountability and a source of their motivation. That's what I do well. You got to be on them. I mean, you can't let them slip. If they disappear for a week, you're the person that's got to be like, hey, where are you? You know, because you don't want to fall into the last stage, and that's relapse, where you go back to doing nothing. And that's definitely where you don't want them to be as, you know, a trainer, and for them as a person and all those results they've gotten over the years. We don't want to go to relapse. So it's very important that you consider all these stages when you're training people, and they apply to every aspect of life. So start thinking about that, the Transtheoretical model for change.
Mindset Minute.
Okay guys, so Mindset Minute. Well, if you didn't know, I am also into mindset coaching, and I'm also creating another podcast called the MUTEKI Mindset Advantage. Stay tuned for that one. But I just wanted to talk, you know, a little bit during this podcast about how important mindset is. Everybody worries so much about, you know, spending money on, let's say, you know, clothing, how they look, anything to make them, you know, physically look better. But we often don't spend enough time trying to think about what's going on inside here and fixing this before we try to fix anything else. And so mindset is key. And so for me, one thing I wanted to share with you is, you know, from my own experiences, when I was living in Japan, you know, I was there 11 years on my own, basically, you know, no family, anybody there. I had friends, but it was a one-man mission, one-man shit show, so to speak. And well, I did battle with a bit of anxiety, and I had some panic attacks. I was fighting, so I was in a fight or flight situation where I was, you know, sparring, you know, a couple times a week, getting in a ring and fighting and doing all that stuff. So I was always like, you know, fight or flight, and I found that like my brain wouldn't shut off. So I'd be driving sometimes and all of a sudden just get into a panic mode. Not to mention we're in Japan, other side of the road, steering wheels on the other side, fucking earthquakes every other day, driving over giant bridges, freaking out, right? So I'd have these, I'm like, I'm going insane. I was also cutting a lot of weight back then, so I was low on calories, probably wasn't taking the enough, you know, sodium and electrolytes, but I thought I was losing my marbles. Well, it turned out that I was just letting my idle thoughts control my mind. So you know, I listened to a few good seminars that I found online, and what I found was that I'd say about 80% of our thoughts when we're idly driving around or just thinking without, you know, actually thinking when we're on standby, those are about 80% negative. Like, think about it, when you're driving and maybe you're just listening to music and then you just go off in a little train of thought like, oh fuck, I got this bill coming up. Holy fuck, gasoline is going up. Oh shit. You're just in this negative context every day. And so you got to be cognizant that that's happening. So I find that, you know, when I'm driving now, I rarely listen to music. I'm always either listening to a podcast or something educational, maybe some Audible books, and just listening to something where I'm thinking and kind of, you know, recently I've been doing some positive affirmations while I'm driving to work. It's pretty awesome. I suggest those as well. So don't let those idle thoughts, you know, take over your life because they're negative. And so be cognizant that that's happening, and always focus on the positive things.
Fuel Up. Sponsored by Magnum Supplements.
All right, everybody, fuel up. This section I want to talk about, you know, nutrition and supplements, and I might have some food prep and some recipes for you. But today I really want to talk about this product here through Magnum Supplements. Pretty excited. I'm signed on as, you know, a sponsorship with them, and I also sell their products at my gym. They're from Canada, out in Vancouver, and some of the top, you know, of line products out there, pharmaceutical grade. When you're looking at supplements, yeah, you can go to Costco and get the bargain bin protein, but often what, you know, you don't know is that there's, you know, feed grade, which is almost animal for like, you know, slop buckets for pigs and animals. That'll be in there, like that kind of level of quality. And then also there's, you know, the food grade, which is, you know, on par with the food industry. And then there's pharmaceutical grade. And that's what Magnum is. And I want to say, I wanted to try these products out before I gave you a review. This one right here, me and the whole entire team here at MUTEKI Strong Academy have been taking the Magnum DNA, which is a branched chain amino acid supplement. It's an ammonia scavenger and anabolic environment creator. And you know, I'm kind of skeptical at first. It says, oh, you can add in 2 reps, at least 2 reps more on your lifts. And I was like, yeah, sure. And actually it happened. Like last night was, or on Friday night, deadlift night here at the gym, everybody was taking the DNA and people were pulling more reps than we thought we were doubling what we were gonna do. So it's kind of crazy. I've never had a supplement work like this other than creatine. It kind of feels the same way, you know, that boost that creatine gives you during your workout, that little extra rep or 2. Well, that's what DNA does. So I highly recommend this. Try it out.
Top secret information. Technique Geek.
What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna go over the overhead press or standing military press. And this is one of the 4 major compound movements that you should be doing every week. And if you're a trainer or a coach, your clients should be doing them as well to get the best results and the maximum amount of strength. Okay, everybody, so here are some tips for a beautiful overhead press. I see so many people doing it wrong. I've been in gyms over the years and people look like they're gonna blow their back out or they're just not moving the bar on the right path. So number 1, your hand placement. So you need to get your hands about shoulder width apart, not too wide, not too close, shoulder width apart. Okay, number 2, your lift off is one of the most important things in all your lifts. So you gotta treat this almost as much as you treat the lift seriously. So get your hands in, deep breath. Step in, under the bar, unrack, step, step, okay? And that's very important. 2 steps only. You're not fumbling around, dancing around like you're doing the fucking Macarena. No, you're there, 2 steps, you're serious mode. Step 3 is you're gonna want to take a deep breath again. When you're in the position, you're loaded, you're ready to press. Big deep breath, press. Step 4, so watch the bar path, okay? So it's gonna go past my chin, I'm gonna lift my chin up. Once it passes and clears my head, I got chin down. Then the bar travels back and I lock it out behind, okay? Not in front, that's gonna blow out your front delts. Step 5, okay, you've had a hard set, you're gonna come down and how to re-rack. Well, we've done the 2 steps, it's very easy. Sometimes I've been almost, you know, dizzy enough that I'm gonna fall over with overhead press. It'll choke you out. You cannot get enough air in. So you gotta have that re-rack ready. So I'm gonna step in again. 1, 2, re-rack, okay? What I often see is some idiots going like this and then just throw the bar into the rack. That's dangerous and you're gonna hurt yourself. All right, guys, so there you have it. 5 steps on how to improve your overhead press and do it properly. Make sure you're doing these every week. I mean, you don't wanna be there with huge legs, big chest, and little man shoulders. That's not good for anybody. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in to the One Man Shit Show. It's a great start, and I plan on sharing lots of educational stuff, make you laugh here and there, and you know, dial you in on things you need to be doing as a trainer, as a coach, and if you're in the fitness industry, okay? So I also wanna shout out my sponsor. These are actually good friends of mine, Resolute Strength Wear. You saw me wear these wrist wraps. Well, there's an 18-inch version, and in pink or orange, there's a 25-inch version. I personally like the 18-inch version. It's really easy to get on and off. I'm not going there fucking 20 revolutions, so that's great. Another thing that Resolute does, which is amazing, and that is custom bespoke belts. So go to their website, you can check it out, and you can develop your own design on your belt. These are great belts. I prefer the lever. It's pretty cool. You just snap it in and snap it off. You're not having a panic attack trying to find the hole, so to speak. So don't forget to dial in your mind and your body, or else your life's gonna be a shit show, and we don't want that.